Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a custom camouflage on a pair of jeans. We'll be using a mix of bleach, dye, and fabric paint to make this streetwear style camouflage come to life. This is also a super easy project with minimal steps, so let's get started. Getting started with the project, you're going to first need to pick out your garments. And for this project, you can choose from any style of clothing. You can go the denim route or the sweatpants route. But I do recommend taking a quick look at the fabric blend because anything that's 100% cotton is going to turn out better in the end. But don't let that discourage you because you can always test different blends and see how they turn out. But anyways, moving on to the first step, you'll need bleach and an assortment of leaves. And you can really go any direction with the leaves. I'm just using ones I found in the backyard. And what you're going to want to do is put your bleach inside of a container that's bigger than your leaf. Then dip the leaf in the bleach so there's a nice coat on the leaf and press that onto your garment. And since I'm working with denim, it's not going to be a perfect print or outline of the leaf. I've done this in the past on sweatshirt fabric and it works a lot better if you're trying to get that exact print. So the results will vary based on what material you're using. But the main goal for this step is just to get a little bit of that detail and also lighten up the denim. And I found a pretty good technique if you're using denim is a light dip in the bleach and then a heavy press on the denim. Also switching up the leaves so you have a variation of detail within the denim. Keep in mind it will start to lighten up quick, so you want to try to work as fast as possible. The second technique for acid washing is using a sponge, and I happen to find one that's shaped as a leaf. This actually does work a lot better than a dry leaf because it absorbs more of the bleach and transfers it a lot cleaner. Since it does absorb a lot of bleach, you really want to be gentle with the stamp or else it's going to turn out very blotchy. But it's another fun technique to test out, and you can really get these sponges in any shape, and you can also cut your own. And a way to speed up the acid wash process is to use a piece of parchment paper and a press. At a very low heat setting, apply heat to your garment. And I do recommend wearing a face mask. And after applying the heat, I'm going to do one more round with the leaves. I just want to make sure I get enough coverage and detail in the garment. And once you have your garment fully covered, you're going to let it sit until the bleach lightens up the fabric and then throw it in the washer. Depending on your fabric, you can really let it sit for a long time until it almost turns white. You do want to be careful not to burn through the fabric. And as you can see, the detail of the leaves didn't really show up in the denim, but that's totally fine because we're mainly trying to lighten up the fabric and make it look more blotchy to replicate camo. Next, we're going to be adding dye, so I do recommend putting down a tarp so you don't ruin your table. I'm going to be using RIT dye, but if you want cleaner lines, I do recommend looking into a reactive dye. And to apply the dye, I'll be using a spray bottle. Feel free to change it up and use any tie-dye technique. I set the spray bottle to a mist so I can get more coverage, and I started with the lighter color. There's really no right way to do this, it just comes down to what looks best to you. So you may want to grab a test piece of fabric and play around with different techniques. If you are using RIT dye, the colors will start to bleed together, so you want to try to spread it out as much as possible. I wanted mine to turn out primarily green, so I saved that for the last to fill all the areas in and give a nice coverage. And this is not a perfect camo print by any means, but I'm trying to make it more subtle because most of this will wash out and kind of give it a faded look. And this is after one wash cycle. As you can see, it all kind of blended together, but you will notice a little bit of difference within the bleached areas. This is primarily what it's going to look like when you use RIT dye on denim. The colors will bleed together. If you're looking for more of a traditional camo finish, you're going to want to use reactive dyes. They're a lot brighter and they're going to bind with the denim to give a more structured look. But anyways, moving on to the next step, we're going to be adding actual leaf prints using fabric paint. And there's a lot of different styles of fabric paint. I'm just using a standard one, but feel free to switch it up and use puffy. To get the actual leaf print, I'll be using stamps. I found that these work really good and there's a huge variety online that you can choose from. If you are using the silicone stamps, you're going to want to put them on a stamper, or what I did was just glue them to a block of wood. I do recommend testing your stamps on scrap fabric before taking it to your garment. It's very easy to overcoat the stamp and get a blotchy print. The first few I did, I used way too much paint and pressed too hard, and it turned out as just one blob. So what I found works best is I used a paintbrush and painted a thin layer of paint on the stamp, and then I lightly pressed that on the pants. There is a lot of detail within these stamps, and if you have similar ones, you really want to spread that paint coat evenly on the stamp so all that detail comes through. And this step does take a decent amount of time if you're trying to cover the full area of the pants or garment. Once you finish stamping, the quickest way to cure the fabric paint is to use a heat gun. I used the low heat setting and went over the pants a few times. And for the final step, I'm going to be adding bleach one more time with the fine tip paintbrush. And I'm only applying the bleach in and around each leaf. And what this is going to do is burn some of that dye away so it brightens up the detail within the leaf. Just like with the first step, you kind of want to go fast once you start this process because it's going to lighten up very quick. Now this step is optional. If you don't want that detail to show through the leaves, you want it to be more subtle, you can skip this step. But adding multiple layers of bleach and dye really brings out the camo effect when you're working with denim. But I will say this step is very time consuming if you added a lot of leaves to your garment or pants. And just like with the first step, after you finish up, you're going to let it sit until it lightens up. And the longer you let it sit, the lighter it will get. Once you're happy with the look, throw it in the washer. And you can keep adding more layers of dye and bleach, so if I were to keep going, I would add another layer of dye on the bleached areas. Then after that, I would lighten it up again with the bleach. And you can keep going with these 2 steps to really get a dynamic camouflage. And if you are trying to make it look very realistic, you're going to want to add more stamps. I left mine kind of open because I wanted to make it look more streetwear, but it really comes down to whatever look you're going for. Lastly, I added my branding. I used leather strips added with double-sided rivets. It's just a fun extra detail to throw on to make it look more professional. But anyways, using these steps and techniques, you can really make some unique garments, so have some fun with it, get creative, and make something that's unique to your style. And there you have it, your new custom print jeans are complete. Hopefully yours turned out great. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. You could use different style leaves if you want to go more a tropical route, or you can even switch it up with shapes for a more geometric print. The options are unlimited, so I hope you have some fun with it. And like always, I want to see what you come up with, so tag me on Instagram at ProperFitClothing. And until then, I'm going to keep the videos coming at you, so I'll see you next time.